on one occasion. I wrote a long poem for one of its anthologies. But here it is, okay? I can only read fragments once again, and it's going to look even more fragmented than it truly is, because it's going to be broken up in scenes eventually. Forgive my accent. I wish I could sing it. Okay? Along the road, women of the white shadows come singing the song of the river. Along the shore of the river, a solitary woman washes her clothes, washes her dark body. Kayantuni kakmunki, rikman tukunki, and when I get close to you, you turn into snow. The river bubbling carries off her naked shadow. By the way, that was Quechua, an ancient language from the Incas. I cut with the axe. The river bubbling carries off her naked shadow. I cut with the axe, all the way up to that other town, perpendicular to your town, and like it, next to the river shore. It had winding streets, scattered above the forest and along the edge, for the jungle kept growing, you know, from every side. They were wide streets, at least in the beginning, but the rain or the dry season, perhaps, ruined them, and people no longer knew, not even in the light of day, that it had been a total plain where I cut with the axe, I open a page. I cut with the axe, I open a page. This is wood also, isn't it? You move your hand, folding an instant, and you do that with moving the page. An instant, you shed a century. It can happen in writing. A herd of sheep or a forest. With your hand, you sketch a horizon of forgetfulness. You leave your shore towards another page. You leave your shore towards another page. I'm a friend of Robert Bly, and Robert Bly will actually stop there and keep on saying, you want to hear that again? You move your hand, folding an instant, you know, he will go like that. You've heard Robert Bly read. I cannot read like that. He was a preacher in his past life. You leave your shore towards another page, where the trees grow and shadows pass quicker, overflowing upwards. You sail several days towards the light of the east, but you don't know anymore where begins, nowhere ends that other shore, on which they say there are white shadows set on white walls. I have left my shore, and I can no longer return, and so the woman goes away singing with the women of the white shadows. Now, this is a little prologue to the piece. The woman was away singing with the woman of the white shadows. I wrote this poem in 1968. I had no idea, and I still have no idea what it means. You know, who are the women with the white shadows? Are they the women who died? Are they the women who are coming to save us? Are they the women who will destroy us? The good mother, the bad mother, the evil mother, the strong mother, the blissful mother? That's what I would say. Okay, and then I tell the story in a more straightforward manner, the story that I just related to you. And then it says, words like dreams drown in the mirrors. There's this constant idea of words like dreams drowning in mirrors, or words like dreams drowning on the page. And here I will read you in Spanish one poem which sounds totally un-Spanish, because it is totally written, nothing written but with nouns. I leave all the connectives between, but it reads like this. Remo, remador, agua, silencio, agua, lluvia, remo, ahogado, agua, muerte, remo, remador, agua, mujer, mujer, cántaro, agua, pecho, agua, lecho, remo, remador, agua, beso, pulmón, agua, respiración, día, ojos, agua, horizonte, bronce, mujer, huesos, agua, remo, burbujas, remo, remador, muerte. Even though the connectives are not there, to any Spanish-speaking person, this tells a story. And there's a little story implied there. I will read to you now in Quechua. Ut comunaini cuscanquan cusca, watan purinum. Her tender breasts seem like the flowers of a cotton tree that have just opened up. Not bad for a traditional image. There she lived. She was tall, impressive, and she didn't give herself to anyone. But they swore to her that he was divorced or a widower, I can't remember what, and she in the end wanted to, and all that ended up as it had to, besides you cat. And it goes on, and I don't want to, and then I bring it to America, to your America, to Massachusetts. The Puritans gather around her green flame, cry out the extinction of such plagues. You may remember the Scarlet Letter. Drink drop, Loenia speaks. They bring birds, flowers of earth in their beaks for my heart. William Bradford, yes, we will plant starch breath. We bring the capital virtues. Indian chief, we come with knives forged by the moon that travels from the green moon to oblivion. We will share in this feast, heaven and bread. And it goes on. I don't want to take it to an extreme, but here's a poem shaped in the form of an hourglass, formed by the words quién, cuándo, por qué, and dónde. Who, when, why, and when. Did I say that? Where. I knew that I had missed a beat there. And it's, you cut. There's no one. In the end, of course, there's no one. No one. Is it possible you didn't hear it? No, it's just that Ripu Pujakva Wingelum Wigelangan Ayayanta. In your mirror, you sketch her figure. In your mirror, you sketch her figure. And I will read one last fragment of this. But who are you, broken effigy of the night, restored in celluloid, in TVs, in your gestures, and in mine? And it goes, jumps to this. She shakes her head, and her gestures are the cream of an unstirred coffee, unsettled. Those black half moons beneath her eyes, and her hair the color of chestnut, with its hidden grey of concrete. The lady of dislocated ankles. Moments of love spent at uncomfortable hours in uncomfortable meetings, and a staring of genteel shame playing above her lips, so stained with red. Fill it to her body as water to its bottle, already lost in her interior, newspaper torn by the wind, in her shredded words, draining into time the night lady. The small meal was left in the oven, and the bed unmade, and dragging my clothes, unable now to carry them, my useless ankles, twisted pelicans my feet. You see, these stories are all interlaced, so I have to constantly keep on switching. My days are leaving me behind, and the fishes of my mind untold. I don't want to carry so many old rags. I can no longer wash them. One more sea. I don't care to unstitch so many memories. Let the sea remain with its filled garments. I remain with my old rags. I only wish for a sea to bring me, another one to carry me away. That's the woman, you see. I know that though invented I am here. I know that though invented I am here. The same as all of you. You know, I go from the number to the cable. Telephone. From what veins are you born? You all of a sudden you become the telephone to us is like an extension of our voice. Isn't it? It's like an extension of our arms, our voice, our being. The world hesitates in its heart, complete syllogism of gears, and this is the end of it. Its wave pulses. Ah, to die, you recognize this, of course. To sleep, to dream, to awake. There's a misquote of someone you know. Dasmani. Dasmani is the Indian person, who's the other person in the story, extends his voice through the cable in a colorless and indecisive trance. His soul wakes up in the receiver. Who is it? Asks a voice. Dasmani, I answer. I see the sun hang its clothes of antique honey between skyscrapers. Dasmani, I have said. I am sorry, but the number you have dialed is not a working number. Please check your directory and dial again. If you still have problems, an operator will come on the line to assist you. All I want to know is who killed my mother. We have no mother in Latin America. Who was her mother? Who undid the sacred memory of my father? I am sorry, we don't have that information. Who then made me this money? I am sorry, we don't have that information. Please wait, an operator will assist you. A tape recorder begins with the geometric voice of an actor. My voice begins, I know I must destroy the world, but I cannot remember why. This is Mr. Reagan.